great product to investigate having a gradient on your model railway layout. Hi, this is Marlin here at Hearns Hobbies. I just wanted to talk today about model railway gradients. Just a quick 101 on what is a gradient and what you need to know if you want to have one on your model railway layout. So gradient is when you have a rise, when your track goes from level to a higher point or to a lower point. That's called a gradient. Gradient is normally measured in a percentage value. So this is a 3% grade. What that basically means is that for example, for every 100 centimeters of length, you would get 3 centimeters of vertical rise. In the real world, trains don't work very well on steep gradients. It would be very uncommon to find anything steeper than, say, a 2 or 3% grade on a mainline railway. Pretty much anywhere in the world, really. There are exceptions to that. There are situations where a train could have to navigate something steeper, but generally speaking, from an engineering and physics standpoint, trains don't like gradients, and railways make every effort they can to minimize the work that the locomotive and the train will have to do to get up on. But that's what makes them so interesting, and that's why they're really fun to model. It can be very difficult to achieve a consistent perfect radius, gradient. A lot of mathematics involves, and there are a few products on the market that take the figure work out and make it very easy for you to apply a nice, smooth, consistent radius with very little effort. So we're going to have a look at Woodland Scenics, the incline-decline set. So like I said, this is 3%. They do it in 1%, 2%, 3, and 4. And again, that's a reference to the percentage of the grade itself. And basically what you get in the box, and this is only a small part of it because it won't entirely fit on the table, but this is the start of a 3% grade. So where your gradient would start would be here, and then you'd run the track up, and then you'd get the correct adjoining piece, butt them together, and then continue it on. What makes this really great is that, I'll just remove the train for the moment, is that these are designed to be flexible. So this allows you to effectively create any kind of curve radius that you need, whether it be really, really sharp like this, or something a lot more broad, or if you have a curve that sort of comes into a sharper radius and then smooths itself out. Transition curve they call it, then yeah, you can effectively move these into any kind of position that you require. And we've got a piece of flex track here, and I can sort of demonstrate how you would do that. So you simply would just position this in such a way to accommodate the track for whatever kind of curvature you have, and then you'd either pin this down to the baseboard if you're using foam underneath, and you can use foam tack glue designed specifically for glue that Woodland Scenic sells, or even a low temperature glue gun would be perfect for this. And again, using those kinds of methods, that would be the best way to secure this to your baseboard, and you can continue it on however your layout is designed. Ultimately, this will keep rising up until about 4 inches, and which is an adequate crossover height for if you wanted to make a loop, for example, and run a train over itself. And yeah, effectively that is just how easy this is to use. When you get up to a particular height that you're happy with, and maybe you want to maintain that above the baseboard, there's also risers, and they keep the foam at a consistent height. So this is a 3/4 inch or a 1.9 centimeter high one. So once you've achieved a 1.9 centimeter high elevation, then you just use this to keep it level until you want to decline or possibly go up again. All right, and just a few final points about having a gradient on your model railway. Once again, be very mindful of the percentage of the gradient on your layout. Again, anything that's more than 2% is considered to be really steep by prototypical standards. So be very mindful of that. And also, if you are incorporating a curve and a gradient at the same time, you'll have additional forces at play there, and a train will have a much harder time navigating a gradient on a curve than it will on a straight section like this. So again, something like this allows for a lot of experimentation, so that you can see how those stresses would impact your train performance. And yeah, great product to investigate having a gradient on your model railway layout. Once again, thank you very much and have a great day.